I can't wait to get made.
Getting strong, let's break the mold. Chasing the stories yet untold. Passion ignites like a blazing fire. Knowledge takes us higher, higher. Out of the box where the wild ones play. We see the game in a whole new way. Living loud, hearts in motion. Sports with soul, pure devotion. The field's alive with endless dreams. We're more than stats, we're the in-between. A slam dunk thought, a touchdown mind. Out of the box every time. No limits, no change, no walls to climb. We're rewriting the rules in real time. Out of the box where the wild ones play. We see the game in a whole new way. Living loud, hearts in motion. Sports with soul, pure devotion. No limits, no chains, no walls to climb. We're rewriting the rules in real time. Out of the box where the wild ones play. We see the game in a whole new way. Living loud, hearts in motion. Sports with soul, pure devotion. Every shot's a story, every cheer's a spark. Under the lights we make our mark. Beyond the scoreboard, beyond the lines. Out of the box, redefining the grind. The grind. Out of the box where the wild ones play. We see the game in a whole new way.
What is going on, everybody? You already know it is Wednesday night. It is 9:30. It is prime time. It is Cowboys Weekly. My name is Paul Spencer. That guy next to me, I don't even know his name. He's a damn Redskin fan. He is part of Cole County Entertainment. That is the man himself, Norm. And next to Norm is my brother from another mother, the man himself, the myth, the voice of God, Tom Kelly from Cole County Entertainment, and of course the professor, Eddie Prather. Gentlemen, welcome to Cowboys Weekly on Out of the Box Sports.
I can't believe
Hey,
they let me on a Cowboys show. This is the biggest mistake you could have ever made in your entire life.
Oh, man. Well, hey, you know what, Tom, first of all, I'm glad you guys showed up. I mean, you're from another team. Norm, you're from another team. Eddie, you're part of the Cowboys. We are missing somebody, though.
Man.
Eddie,
And I'm upset.
I am, too. Tom, why are you upset?
Because I was looking forward to seeing my man, Cowboy Dave. Look, you might have something going on. I totally understand, but I was looking forward to seeing you, my brother.
Definitely. Eddie, I guess we're not getting the Parsons update today, brother. I mean, I don't know, man. I guess we're not getting Dave Yarnell's, Micah Parsons update. I guess not, right? I guess we're not getting it today. Eddie, I think you're muted there, brother.
We know the update.
Oh, there you go. There you go, Eddie.
We know the update on Micah Parsons. He hasn't signed.
Yeah. Well, at least he shows up to the field, though. I mean, at least he shows up to the field to support the team. You know what I mean? I'm here. Norm's here. Tom's here. Eddie's here. But, guys, real quick before we get into this Cowboy, Redskin, Eagles banter. Tom, where are you guys from? You and Norm. Tom, I'll let you have the spotlight first. What do you guys got going on? And what is this meaning about the future is now? What does all this mean, Tom?
Well, I appreciate that, Paul. Norm and I, just about a year ago, started Cole County Entertainment. We are what we consider Cole County's premier podcast network. We are growing exponentially, and we are happy to say that we've teamed up with Out of the Box Sports. We are doing some cross-promoting, some shows we'll be doing on both of our networks. And one of them being the NFC East War, which is coming up here real fast.
Yes.
Now that's going to be fun.
Yes, it is. Tom, I know you're a diehard Philadelphia Eagles fan, Flyers, Sixers, everything, all the above. Why, Tom? Because you live in Philadelphia? What's the background there?
Yeah, born and raised in South Philly. Could go out my back door and, if the wind's right, I could probably hit the stadiums with a rock from my back porch.
Gotcha.
But I was born into it. There's pictures of me sitting on my dad's lap at 6 months old with an Eagles training camp T-shirt on, like it was, it's in your DNA.
He
But
tries to climb light poles, but he just can't get to the top.
I'm getting back down to my svelte self. St. Clair better watch out. I might be on a goddamn light pole around here soon.
Norm, what about you, man? I know you're a basic co-founder of Cole County as well as Tom. Tell me about yourself as well.
Man, I grew up from the womb a Redskins fan. I wear Commanders only because I say the Commanders, but it's always been the Redskins and always will be. I don't care what Cowboy Dave says. So from the bottom up, I mean, I've been there through 3 name changes. You guys haven't, so I'll take that as a win.
There you go, right? Yeah, it's always going to be a Redskin fan to me. I'm never, WT, whatever the hell they want, a football team, Commanders. It's always Redskins to me. But Tom,
taking the fact that your team was in flux as a win sounds like something.
Hey, I take everything as a win.
Well, you got to, because you're not taking the championship as one. Anyway, we'll see.
Here we go for the guy who only has 2 of them, and now he feels like he's the mountain man.
You know what?
Look
That's
at him. He's even
perfect
growing a
segue.
beard like a mountain man.
Tom, that's the perfect segue. I mean, you mentioned it earlier. This right here is coming pretty fucking soon.
Yes, sir.
War Room, Tuesdays, 9 p.m. Oh, my God. Good old-fashioned trash talking. I mean, I try to make it PG with that title, Tom, but the shit is going to get real during that show.
As it should be. And the folks that are already checking in on the chat board, we got my man Michael, who was nice enough to check in on our show last week. I know he checks in with you guys every week. EAGLES Eagles, absolutely. Feltonville and Kensington and Philly for 39 years.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, Michael's one of the greatest guys out there. He chimes in on all the shows. He cross-promotes. He shares everything out there. We appreciate you, Mike.
I saw that, too. I want to say thank you to that, too. I saw him sharing some stuff for sure.
Definitely.
Michael's a good dude, even if he is a low-life Eagles fan.
Hey, careful who's next to you. Okay? Careful who's next to you. Hey, I'm letting you know, I've known this man for years. He will beat your ass.
I go down fighting.
Go ahead.
It's like Micah Parsons trying to get a contract extension.
Woo! Just gave me some chin music there.
Hey.
Oh boy.
Hey, Norman, Tom, you know what us Cowboy fans are going through with a dumb owner because the Eagles had Norman Bradham and the Redskins had who that name that
Dan
boy
Snyder.
Yeah.
Yeah. New identity now though with the Harris Foundation. So that's kind of good. With
It's amazing. Dan Snyder goes away, and we make it to the NFC Championship.
Very, very impressive. And who but the 76ers owner in order to come in there and do that for you guys. It was very nice to see him. Look, I knew he was involved in charity. I didn't realize how big of an involvement he had in charity cases such as your franchise.
Oh,
It seems like Josh Harris cares more about his football team than the basketball team.
You're absolutely right there. It's the way the Sixers are playing. I would too.
100%.
Oh, here, our owners are okay now. What about theirs?
Oh yeah. Well,
all right, next subject. Fuck the next subject. Let's go to the next subject.
the cryogenically frozen head of Jerry Jones will be managing this team in 2095.
I'm going to be fair to Josh Harris with the 76ers. His superstar player is always hurt.
It's terrible. I don't even. Yeah. My Sixer shirts are folded nice and neatly, firmly pressed, and they're in the drawers right now, waiting for training camp basketball, so to speak, to start D League basketball or G League, I should say. It is they really need to do something. But this is not a basketball show, and this is not a 76ers.
Well, Eddie, Mike used to like it. Now he can't stand you. You know what I mean? So, rude comments. Eileen checking in. Eileen is one of our great viewers as well. She's a New York Jets fan. So, Well.
Eileen is taking her fair share of bumps and bruises being a Jets fan. I respect it. I respect it.
None of us were alive the last time the Jets won anything.
The last time, yeah.
Eddie, we were knee high too. Well, I don't know what the hell you're saying.
1960 Super Bowl III. None of us were alive for that.
I'm the only man on this panel whose team has a championship that didn't end up in the 1900s.
Here we fucking go.
Oh, here we go. Wow.
This guy.
Look, Norm paints me to be this big villain, which I'm not. And
every Eagles fan is a villain. Don't get me twisted.
And it's all in good fun. And look, you cheer for who you want to cheer for. You root for who you want to root for. But when you walk through the saloon doors of the NFC East War Room, just know I'm going to be there to greet you with a smile and a foot for your ass.
Exactly. Mike says, give Josh a refuse, and his favorite commanders will be like the Sixers. I don't know. I think he values that more. I mean, a new stadium's coming, a new identity. The future's bright for the Redskins, but I can disagree. But, Tom, real quick, before we, get on to some other subjects here, I mean, this is it, Tom, right here. The future is now, Tom. I cannot wait because, Tom, I seen your schedule. My God, we're talking 7 days a week, over 30 shows combined. If we don't have it, you damn well have it. If you don't have it, we have it. And, Tom, you said the best. The future is now. And first and foremost, Tom, I thank you so much for giving us the opportunity, especially me, to actually get involved with you guys because, Tom, I always said this, you are like the person that showed me the ways of the airway. You kicked my ass and showed me the right ways. Never to back down no matter what people think. Keep striving. And, Tom, it was Christmas in fucking August when you called me, brother. Thank you.
I appreciate that. And like we have a good time with the NFC East War Room. But you were a Cowboys fan. You came on the Patterson F Fanatics. You held your own, and I, just like any other fan, I'll go to bat for anybody on my show. You got time to speak your piece. You got a forum. Regardless of the fun that I like to have and the fun that we have. It should be across the board. It's all about the sports talk, man.
Exactly. And you know what, Tom? It brings viewers out there. Rob Hefner, we know he's in Las Vegas. He's checked in every show. Your network, my network. Eagles fly since 1988 season ticket holder from 97 to 15. Rob, hope all is well on the Vegas out there, little hot as hell Vegas out there, brother. Appreciate you checking in as well.
Good to talk to you, Rob.
Definitely. But you know what, guys? Real quick, before we get into the show, I just want to mention our sponsor, 1-800-HURT-123. Jason Fine, Attorney Big Al. Motor vehicle accident, slip and fall, workman's comp, personal injury claims. 3 convenient locations throughout Pennsylvania and New Jersey. Philadelphia, 1628 JFK. Cherry Hill, New Jersey, 3 Greensboro Lane. Pittsburgh, 500 Grand Street. Make sure you reach out to 1-800-HURT-123. Tell them how the Box Sports Entertainment sent you, and I guarantee you, 2 things: no recovery, no fee, and guess what? You're part of the family by those magic words. Out of the Box Sports Entertainment, not 50, not 45, not 40, not 35, 33 1/3%, no recovery, no fee. So make sure you reach out to Jason Fine, 1-800-HURT-123, and mention those magical words. Out of the Box Sports Entertainment for all your legal needs. So, guys, let's talk about this primetime 9:30. We're going to keep it, Redskins, Eagles, Cowboys. Tom, I'm going to open up with you. How did you see this Eagles game last week? I mean, I had some little concerns with Ringo and Dory Jackson. How do you feel about that secondary, Tom?
Secondary is going to be a work in progress, obviously through preseason and training camp. They're working kinks out.
Yep.
It's a young room, as we know, but I think. My big motto all last year, and I'm going to start this year with saying it: in Fangio, we trust.
That sounds good. I like that. Yeah, ever since he's came over, Tom, that defense hasn't missed a beat. I mean, next man up, we see that. You guys are young, poised, and you're not just finding holes; you're filling holes with a great asset. So I kind of like that. But Tom, real quick, I want to ask you real quick. When a lot of these teams in the NFC East are going 3 wides, Giants are doing a Slayton. Neighbors as well. Cowboys, they can go 3 wide. They can go Pickens, Lamb. They can put both guys in a slot. Tom, how do you compensate that slot guy? Are you going to bring Cooper DeJean back in the nickel there on his slot, or what are you going to do with that?
That's exactly
3 wide.
That's exactly what I would do. Coop's eye for the ball. He's everywhere the ball is. Him and Blankenship, both are just ball hawks. But yeah, I would probably go with Coop. Moving Coop over
Not
to cover.
just that, but Cooper DeJean can not only fly to the ball, but he can crash on that rush too. He's good.
Yeah. Yep.
Can't forget about Mitchell either.
Nope.
Mitchell's definitely going to be a starter, of course. I mean, out there, but I mean, Tom, who do you think gets the starting nod? Is it a Dory Jackson or Ringo? Who do you think gets that nod?
It's right now. It's too close to call.
Okay.
If you held my feet to the fire, I'd go Ringo, but it's too close to call, in my opinion.
Okay. Norm, what did you see with this week with your Redskins? How do you feel with them right now? How do you feel?
Well, I believe that not one of the starters or not one of the starters was actually ready to play. They weren't suited up. What was it? I think there was 43 people that suited up. I think 30 of those won't even be on the roster by the end of this preseason.
Agree.
Krosky Merritt, real happy with him. I think he's going to take over B-Rod's job running, but we'll see.
Okay. How do you feel? How do you feel about wide receivers? I mean, Debo's always banged up. He can't play a full year. The Samuel's contract's coming up here looming. What's going to happen? What's not? I mean, McCaffrey, draft him last year. You do have some weapons out there. Excuse me. How do you feel about those weapons that you guys have? And can Debo stay healthy?
Well, let me start off with this McLaren thing. I don't know how to feel about this. I'm a little. I don't know if they're setting the tone for upcoming contracts on this is how they're going to do it. Are they skeptical because he's going to be 30? He has been a 1,000-yard receiver every year with I think it was 18 different quarterbacks over the past 5-6 years. I think he's going to come back in. I think Debo he lost a lot of weight. This is personal for him. It looks like. That third one, I don't know. It might be McCaffrey that pulls it out.
I like Luke. I like his, work ethic, first in, last out. I like how he plays the game, coming from a pedigree of the family that he's in too. It's a great foundation for him. But
the genes are strong in that one.
Yeah.
Mom and dad there, man, big time.
Yeah. And you got to be pretty damn smart if you can go to Stanford too. You know what I mean? I can't get into Stanford. I know that for sure. Damn. But is there any concerns that you have? I mean, did both of you guys see depth in the rotation there for the Eagles or the Redskins? Because that's what it's all about preseason. We've seen it, just like Norm, you said, you couldn't name any of the players that played basically. They're all depth guys, and most likely to get cut.
Now I am a little the defense. I'm hoping that the moves they made. Now on offense, Laramie Tunsil, that's going to add some fortification up front there.
Yeah,
for sure.
On the defense, bringing in Von Miller, you got Luvu back. I know. This guy's that guy keeps telling me, "Oh, Von Miller's washed up." I found that if any player is not going to the Eagles, they're washed up.
When he flew in, did he use his AARP card for a discount on the flight?
Yeah, here we go.
Oh, Tom, I can't believe I'm saying this. I kind of agree with you, and I can't believe I'm saying this. I'm really a damn Eagles fan. Von Miller, 2 sacks in the last 2 years, basically. The guy is, he's old. I think I could run faster than him, honestly.
I 100% agree.
Yeah, Von Miller's been suspended.
Son of a bitch.
Hold on. You put a Von Miller in there. Now you have Bobby Wagner behind him. Frankie Louvu to the other side.
Okay.
Now you have to go for all three of them. You got Marshawn Lattimore out there that's most likely healthy now. You got Sanistril on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
And Sanistril's only a second-year guy.
Put it up. Put up what Fuji said.
We might be. Look, you're talking about Cook.
Agree.
It's that dude.
Agree.
Did you just say Fuji's Cook?
Hey Norm, would you consider moving Lattimore to safety? He's always been a physical player, and
we're real short on corners, real short. Over the top is definitely an issue, but I don't know.
It just seems like Lattimore.
Can Lattimore stay healthy? I mean, that was his bugaboo. That's the reason why he was traded. Basically, Lattimore, to me, he is a starting corner, but This NFC East, man, you got some rotation on wide receivers out here. I don't think between him and Von Miller, I mean, Von Miller's not going to demand a double team. Luvu and Wagner will, coming off the stunt and twist. But Von Miller, you can play one-on-one with him. I'm not worried about him.
Isn't Wagner up there in years too?
Yeah, I mean, we're going back to Legion of Boom days.
If you get two guys that demand double, and you got Miller standing right there that's got a one-on-one with somebody. Yeah, he might not have done much last year, but he didn't really have anybody around him either.
We have talked about this. You did say this. Yeah, can I bring something up real quick about Deebo Samuel, about how everybody's making a big deal that a wide receiver came into camp in shape? Isn't that your job?
Yes.
Your job to come into camp in shape as a wide receiver?
He was like 350 pounds full of hot dogs, dude. He slimmed down and is making this his personal mission. You shut your mouth. He's making his personal mission to show all the 49ers fans that he wasn't ready.
Hey,
I hope so.
You can say whatever you want in preseason. What counts is when I see you in a game playing 17 games a year. Then I'll understand that you got off the hot dog.
I get you.
You know?
Yeah. And I don't know, I don't know what they have down there in Washington as far as food goes. But, they better keep an eye on that kid. I know. So you better be drinking smoothies and running wind sprints.
Exactly, yeah. Michael says the Washington Commanders better need no to sign McLaurin, as you can't count on Debo the whole season. Plus, with our running game, gives Eckler and Robinson again. It's going to be on Jalen Daniels, which is not a good option. Listen, I'll tell you what. I'll speak on Jalen Daniels.
Last year.
I watched this kid play for 5 years at Arizona State, and LSU. This kid, he is well beyond his years. He does not play like a 22-year-old kid. This kid, there is no such thing as sophomore slump. This kid can play ball, and I tell you what. I like what this kid can do. I don't care who he's playing with. I think he is the franchise player for you guys. I'll give you that 100%.
To me, Daniels, last year was by far the number one quarterback in that draft class. It was stupid by the Bears to draft that Mr. Toenail Painter over Daniels. The Bears are going to regret that for the next decade.
Mm-hmm.
Norm, that one's for you. What's the latest on Scary Terry?
Yeah, what's the latest there?
Fuji was on the sidelines talking to Peters today. I don't think they're not going to sign him. That would be dumb. He's the only consistent thing in the past 6 years that Washington had. They didn't even have a consistent name. I mean, you got to keep him. He's worth more to the morale of the team than just a wide receiver.
I'm glad you said consistent thing the last 6 years, because if you had said the last 5 years, I would have said they were also consistent at losing.
I mean, Norm, you're right. I mean, 18 quarterbacks. You look at the quarterbacks he's played for, 1,000 yards. I mean, you go back to Heineke, all these guys,
yep.
They're journeymen, and he's got 1,000 yards each year. Pay the man, but Norm, you said he's on the sideline talking to the owner. So is Parsons. So what the hell are we getting at here?
I don't know. I still think Micah's going to stay. They're not going to let him go.
No, you can't let him go.
Terry's going to stay. They're not going to let him go.
I love it.
If Jerry and Stephen keeps on making snark remarks about Micah, that's going really. I think
Jerry's just an idiot. Jerry's just a freaking idiot. That's all he is. Fuji says T.O. made a comment about Debo. Did you guys see that comment? I did not see that comment.
Now T.O.'s washed up, just like Fuji's comment.
Hey, listen,
but T.O.'s not out there trying to beat tackles off the ball.
Yo, I will tell you, Fuji messages me every day with some foreskins picture. I wake up in the morning to it. I go to bed to it. It's all in love. It's all in love.
So Fuji slides into those DMs and sends you some foreskins pics.
Oh man. We need to get that sponsor called Dick Pics. That's what we need. You know what I mean?
Well, wait, there's more. No.
Only. You got to open your only skins.
Only Fuji's.
T.O. is still dropping footballs against the Packers in the playoffs.
Wow.
Almost like Alshon Jeffrey did for a while.
Wow.
Yeah. Right.
Whoa, coming at Alshon Jeffrey. Hold on. I think the Cowboys had a couple run-ins with the Packers in the playoffs in recent history that didn't work out too well either, boys.
Yeah.
This just turned into an
NFC. It wasn't a catch.
Dak just drew another INT against the Packers.
Tom, you know what the craziest thing is? I don't know if I ever told you this. Me and my ex-wife, she was a Packers fan, and for our anniversary on Christmas, and our anniversary was January 1st, we went up to that game in Lambeau Field. We were 4 rows from the end zone where Dez caught the fucking ball.
Oh
Okay?
my God!
I tell you what, Tom, I jumped up and I think I was
You
the
must have
only
been
one
losing
screaming.
your mind.
I was screaming, Tom, and then when the flag came out, every person was just like, you're like that little kid in a room where everybody's staring at you, just telling you it wasn't a catch, and all I could say was, "It was a catch." It was a catch. But yeah, that was my memory of Lambeau Field, man. I tell you what. Wow. But let's move on here. I want to talk about, let's keep it. We'll keep you guys on here because I'm talking about got to keep your enemies close here. So I want to know about you guys down there. Tom, you're cream of the crop, brother. I got to give you that 100%. You're Super Bowl champs. Congratulations. Tom, is there any concerns with your team right now? I mean, of course, a lot of people didn't play. We've seen that. Tanner McKee played a quarterback, but is there anything that you're worried about going this year? And based on this division, Tom, we'll keep it in division. Is there anything based that the Commanders, Redskins, or the Cowboys do or the Giants do that scare you with this team right now?
Nothing in particular that any team does, but the defense there's a lot of turnover in the defense this year. And while I just said earlier in Fangio we trust, I do believe it's going to take 6-7 games for this defense to kind of figure itself out and really hit its stride, see what they have in some of these younger guys. But I think, and this is why I made this prediction, and I made this prediction at the end of last year, at the beginning of this year. I'm going to say I'm going to say the weird thing, Mr. Man. So I do believe that the Commanders are going to win the division this year. I've said it. I know. I believe the Eagles will get in as a wild card because they'll have a little catching up to do. I think the Commanders are going to hit the ground running red hot, and if the Cowboys will be right there. I think the Giants will be better than a lot of people are. If Dart is anything how he's looking so far, if he can carry that over against other teams' number ones for an entire games, I believe that they will be a much more formidable foe than they were last year. But I think the Eagles defense is going to have a little catching up to do on that learning curve there, which they won't be able to catch the Commanders in the regular season. Now, they see them in the postseason and they're hitting their stride, they might smack them in the mouth. But that's my prediction.
Okay.
You'd have to win out to get to the number 1 seed anyway, so don't worry about that.
I hope I'm wrong, and they just come out of the gates and never look back. I really do. I don't want to be right.
Well, Norm, what concerns you a little bit, brother?
Age and healthy. Washington is one of the oldest teams. Their Super Bowl window is open. It really is, but it's not going to be long.
Just trying to get all this in my good ear. What was that? You said they're old?
Yeah,
who's one of the oldest? Who's one of the oldest guys on that team?
Yeah, we just got breaking news real quick. I'm looking at ESPN and AARP wants Bobby Wagner and fucking Von Miller back. They want to make them back as the spokesperson for AARP. I don't know if that's true, but
President Jerry Jones is trying to get them over there now.
Hey, Jerry, he'll fucking sign him. He don't give a.
They're going to be doing cream. They're going to be doing cream of wheat commercials in no time.
To be fair, Bobby Wagner has aged very well. He still is an outstanding player. Von Miller has an age as well.
Von Miller's a little bit second level to me, but Bobby Wagner, man, he's a veteran presence in there. He's going to make you better. To me, he makes Frankie Louvu a lot better. Learning from Bobby Wagner.
Yep.
I love that leadership.
Now, I believe that Von Miller will have that effect on the defensive line. I believe a lot of his experience will translate. And if McLaren doesn't sign, go get Art Monk and get his ass back on the team. Let's go.
I'll break my Art Monk jersey out right now.
Oh my god! Hey, he was the fastest guy in the NFL for years, though. We got to give him that, right? He might be pretty damn quick now. He might be faster than fucking Von Miller. We don't know.
What are they going to do?
He runs that ointment on.
What are they going to do?
Let's go.
What are they going to do? Bring it back, Sonny Jurgensen, to be the backup?
There you go.
Hey. Well, Eddie, what concerns you, man? I mean, listen, we don't know what the hell we are right now. What concerns you about the Eagles and Giants and the Redskins? What concerns you with this team for us?
The Redskins, Jaden Daniels concerned me. He scares the living daylights out of me.
Okay.
He's a special talent.
Okay.
The Eagles, pretty much everybody, that whole team, especially that offensive line. The Eagles' offensive line, when healthy, is outstanding. It reminds me of the Cowboys' offensive line from the
Keep that up.
90s. And
Art Monk did have a cup of coffee with the Eagles. Yes, sir.
Guess who we won a championship with?
Yes, in the 1900s. Yes, sir. Was that 91, Norm?
That was 91.
It wasn't
I'm glad
91.
you remember all Washington's history. That makes me believe that you're secretly a Washington fan.
You can believe all you want. I am a football fan first and foremost.
That's right.
I know the Cowboys were 92, 93, 95, and a couple of junk ones in the 70s.
Now, I will say our little road trip drove right by Buffalo.
And what was I doing? What was I doing, Norm?
He was looking at every flag going, "Go Birds!"
Hey, Tom, I'm going to tell
All
you, man.
through Buffalo.
I went through one Buffalo game, and I tell you, don't fuck with Bills Mafia.
Nah, Bills Mafia are legit.
Yeah.
I'll give them that, and 25 cents won't get you a championship, though.
Yeah, but they lost a Super Bowl to every team.
Except the Eagles. Except the Eagles. Yes, they did.
How many times did we beat them?
Twice.
Wait,
Twice.
What?
That's true. We beat them twice.
Oh, man. Wow.
That was and then that 91 Eagles team, the best, one of the best statistical defenses in the NFL history. We had Randall Cunningham, who was good for about Randall Cunningham. This is where I get my revenge. This is where you get your revenge, and you're allowed to have it. Randall Cunningham, who was good for 6 big plays a game. Never studied the playbook until he went to Minnesota, and it showed. And Buddy Ryan could give 2 flying rats' asses about his goddamn offense. It was all Bud Carson.
Mm-hmm. There's our guy Stoopy checking. He's like, "Go Cowboys!" There we go. Yeah, you think it's Frex and Stoopy? I appreciate you, brother. We got to get you on the show. Once we already talked about it, we'll get you on the show. Rob says Parsons will stay in Dallas. There's no way Jerry Jones is letting him go, especially anywhere in the division. Rob, one thing, it's Jerry Jones. Nobody knows. Okay, he don't.
Well, if he's got his AARP card, bring him on over.
Oh, are you kidding me? He's like, he should be the spokesperson for AARP. That guy.
Exactly. 100%.
He's so out of touch. This is not 1990s Jerry Jones here, people. Like, that guy was clear, concise, and made decisions that were in the best interest of his football team. This guy is a shell of a man that everybody who's not a Cowboys fan in the NFC East, and the NFC, by the way, wants him to be the owner of this team forever.
Yeah.
The thing is that Jerry Jones went senile when he got rid of Jimmy Johnson, the guy that was the reason why the Cowboys won those Super Bowls in the 90s. It was Jimmy that suckered Mike Lennon on the Herschel Walker.
Barry Switzer rode Jimmy's coattails. He got you guys one.
A freaking monkey could have coached that team. That was Jimmy Johnson.
That's true.
Barry Switzer coming over from no. But
Oklahoma, right?
Yeah. Ever since Jimmy Johnson left, it's been puppet after puppet after puppet, no matter what.
And see, Norm, I know some stuff. I know some other team stuff. Look at me.
Barry Switzer was a poor man, Rich Kotite.
Yeah.
Rich Kotite wasn't even a poor man's Rich Kotite. Rich Kotite was horrible.
Yeah. Well, Mike says, I believe the Commanders will be 2 or 3 in the East. I don't see the Eagles losing the division unless injuries or a collapse. Let's talk about the division real quick. Norm, I'm going to start with you. How do you see that? I know it's early. We're not even in the regular season here. Injuries, we're still going through camp. A lot of players are going to get cut, signs, waiver lists out there. But right now, based on last year and your additions and your, departures, how do you see this division panning out 1, 2, 3, 4 right now?
Oh, I'll tell you.
I want to say the weird thing.
So bad, but I can't. I honestly see Eagles being number 1, Washington being number 2, Cowboys 3, and the lowly Giants way down bottom. Wow. I think they're going to have a better year, but I don't think they're going to come near the 9-10 wins it's going to take.
Okay. What do you have? What do you have the Eagles at? What is their record base right now, and how far are we going? Because the Redskins got to make the playoffs as a wild card, correct? Is what you're saying,
Yeah,
right? Okay, what's the
yeah.
record there?
I think Eagles 13-4,
Okay,
Washington 12-5.
damn.
I think it's going to be a one game right down to that end. That last game of the year is going to decide it, and I believe that whoever wins the NFC East will be the number one.
Okay, okay. Where's my lonely Cowboys at 3, and where's the bottom feeder Giants at? What's their record?
Ooh. Honestly, I think the Cowboys are going to do a little better than anybody expects. I'm going to put them right at 10 wins.
Holy shit!
I'm right there with you.
And what about the
And
Giants?
I think the Giants are hovering right around the 7,
Okay.
6, 7. They're going to be better than the 2-3. I'd see a lot of people putting them way down there,
Okay.
but I think they're going to be all right.
Tom, what do you got based on that? What Norm said?
I am in lockstep with Norman. Everything except 1 and 2.
Ooh.
Keep the records, reverse the teams. I do think the Commanders, with the money that they had in the offseason, the moves that they made in the offseason, everybody knows Scary Terry's going to sign. I do believe they're going to be sitting at 13-4. The Eagles will be sitting at 12-5 wild card, and there's a good chance that you might have an NFC Championship rematch
Yeah.
that we had this past year. I
We're going to
believe
go out and do Snow Angels again.
absolutely. I think the Cowboys are probably in the 10-7, 11-6 range, and the Giants. I'm even going to give the Giants maybe one more win than Norm, maybe 8-9.
Okay.
You know,
I
young.
see the NFC East becoming the NFC Beast again.
I wish.
We're going to
Eddie,
be
how
the
do you see
division
it?
to beat.
Eddie, how do you see it?
The Eagles I have at 12-5. I have the Redskins at 11-6. I have the Cowboys. Okay, depends. If Micah sits out during the year or something, or misses games because of sitting out, I have the Cowboys only winning 4 games. But if he plays,
Jesus Christ!
if I said if he's sitting out, if he does sign and gets to play, I only have him winning.
I like this guy.
7 games. 7 games.
Here, let me back up so you can point to him.
Yeah, go ahead. Let me go ahead. Yeah, Tom, move back a second so Norm, you can point that way. Like, holy shit!
If Micah is not playing, the Cowboys have no defense. Period.
Damn.
Do you think one guy's going to make the difference between 6 or 7 wins?
Yes.
Wow.
Oh, Eddie.
Sorry, but they don't even have DeMarcus Lawrence anymore. They have a bunch of bums.
Well,
And we don't know.
finishing fourth? Are we finishing fourth, Eddie? I mean, damn. Are we finishing fourth in the division?
4 wins. It's going to put you at 4th in this division.
If they don't have Micah, they're going to finish in last. If they have Micah, they're going to finish 3rd. The Giants I have at 6, between 6 and 7 wins with the Giants. I think
You got a couple of real Cowboys fans on this show. I'll tell you, guys are you don't hold any punches about your team.
I will tell you, I think that Schoonmaker, is that his name?
Yep. Luke, yep.
I think he's going to go off this year.
He's
I
a
think there's
blocking
going to be.
I don't think he goes off this year because
I-
I think they're going to be using him as 12 personnel as a double tight end. I don't think he gets out because that offensive line, they're going to need him on Steele's side. I don't think he's going
I
to be.
think between CeeDee Lamb and who did you pick up? Pickens?
George Pickens, yep.
They're going to be too hard to cover.
Yeah, but
And then you're going to have Schoonmaker coming right off.
You're going to leak him out. Yeah.
The thing is, the Cowboys, I don't believe, will have much of a running game at all.
Right. I agree.
Bring Emmitt Smith back.
They got 3 running backs that can't combine to be one good running back.
You know
Do
what?
it, lady.
I think we should do it right now. I think we should just call Darryl Green and fucking Emmitt Smith and bring them all.
Yep.
Why not?
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Let's go.
No.
Let's go. You know what? We'll even give you guys back Herschel Walker.
Oh.
Can we keep the assets though of what we gave up though?
Yeah, that would be a better thing.
Yeah. Well, I have it. I always keep it real. Last year I said the Cowboys would be 8-9 at best, and I was right around there. This year I think it's going to be a little bit better for us. The only thing that concerns me with the Cowboys is we have 4 players on the offensive line that haven't played the same position ever more than 2 years at all. Getting a rookie that's played left guard, moving to right, I don't know how it's going to pan out. No running game. Sanders, Devontae Williams, Jaden Blue. I don't see how it's going to pan out. I think we're going to be a passing team. But I believe in Schottenheimer. Now the mojo's there. It's a different identity. I've never seen a coach that when a play screws up, you're running again. He has the entire team and the coaching staff doing wind sprints. The identity's there. They're finally, understanding it. They're buying into it. But I had the Eagles. I had the Eagles 12-5. I had the Redskins at 11-6. I had the Cowboys this year 9-7, and I have the Giants at 9-7. I think the Giants are going to be a lot better. That defense reminds me of the damn Baltimore Ravens defense in some where Trent Dilfer, Russell Wilson can be that Trent Dilfer. Manage the game. Manage the game. That's all he has to do. That defense is so elite.
It reminds you of one of the top 3 defenses of all time.
It really does, Tom.
Wow.
This young. I mean, they are flying to the ball, Tom. I mean, their front 7 is really nasty. I like them. The only thing that concerns me is maybe their safety play. But I tell you, with that front 4, it's like playing you guys a mirror image, Tom. They can get to the quarterback. I mean, they got bookends.
That's how we won the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I mean, that's how it's going to happen. I hate saying it, but I think the curse is fixed, Tom. I think you guys go back-to-back this year for the first time. I see it.
The Giants did get one pretty.
I like it. I like the show. I'll be here every week.
Holland. The Giants did get Holland, who's a pretty decent safety.
Yeah, you're right. No team since the Eagles winning back-to-back since the 2000. I see the Eagles 12-5, Washington 11-6, Dallas 9-8. Damn, Giants 5-12 with no offense. Outside neighbors, they're all eggs in Russell Wilson. When do you guys think Jackson Dart starts? When does Russell Wilson get pulled? When do you pull this
Week
guy?
3.
Wow, week 3.
I was gonna say week 4. So
wow.
I
think they're going to be such in the shitter.
They're going to make a move.
Yep. Try and jumpstart the offense a little bit.
Michael says if the Cowboys did go 4-13 and sign Micah later in the season, would that be a bad? Listen, if Micah doesn't sign later, if they go in 6 games and Micah's not signed, sit your ass out for the season. No, don't risk injury. And that's coming from a fan. Go get your money back. Go get it because you know damn well you're going to be the biggest, unrestricted free agent in NFL history, non-quarterback. He's going to get paid. Don't go out and play for a ridiculous team that has nothing. Don't do it. That's just me. I wouldn't do it. No way. No way.
I believe last year.
You guys believe in Dak Prescott?
Eddie, I'll let you go ahead. What do you believe?
I believe that Dak Prescott can only play well against the bad teams, and when he has to play against a good team, he always no-shows, throws INTs, make dumb decisions like he did against the Niners in the playoffs, running the ball with 10 seconds left in the game. Screw Dak.
I believe in him. I believe in him a little bit. Not 100% to where he can get me to the promised land, a Super Bowl. But I do believe, every year it's a new year. I like how he's progressed, but the only thing is, you got to be more mobile. He shows it in camp how he's running the ball. The throws are there, but he's got to read defenses, man. That's the thing with me. I hope he learns this year with the new coaching staff, but it's the same old Dak every year. Numbers don't mean a damn thing to me when I can't host a Lombardi Trophy at the end of the year. This is me. Michael says Jackson Dart will start after halftime of game 1. Holy shit!
I think last year the Giants had Russell Wilson. The Giants could have swept the Cowboys last year if they had Russell Wilson instead of Tommy DeVito. Both of those games were real close.
Yep. Michael says, is Dak Prescott a system quarterback? What do you guys think about that? Norm, what do you think? A system quarterback?
If by system quarterback you mean a terrible quarterback, then yeah, I'm all in on that.
Here we go. I love this question.
Yep. Tom, I'll let you.
I honestly, I don't believe he can read any defense other than a cover 1. Without a good running back, he's out to run an island.
I I absolutely, and I'm hoping that someone from the Cowboys organization is listening. I think Dak Prescott is a fine quarterback, and he should remain as the Cowboys quarterback as long as he possibly can, longer than Von Miller is old.
And as long just keep Dak and Jerry Jones together.
Yes,
and I think we're going to have a great season this year.
I really think you guys have found the key to sustain success in the NFC.
Jerry Jones, if you're listening, please go to bed. Do not listen to this fucking guy, Tom Kelly, right now. I'm telling you right now. He's playing Jedi mind trick. I know, Tom. He's playing the Jedi mind trick on your ass, Jerry.
Hell yeah.
Cut up for a snack. He's back in Pistons fans.
Look, I can't believe it took me into the 45-minute mark for me to let one of these go.
Oh, God.
Paul,
Eddie, system quarterback, Eddie.
If Dak was ever going to be able to read defense, he would have already shown something. He's been in the league for 6-7 years now, and he hasn't improved it. I think he's gotten worse since his rookie year.
Well, to me, system quarterback, coming from college, he was a hybrid quarterback. There was no defenses played. It was a hybrid run and gun. He utilized his legs. To me, that's what he did in college. Now in the NFL, it's a different breed. Everybody's running 4.3s. Everybody has a high Q. DNs can maintain as outside leverage on anybody. Linebackers can cover your running backs, tight ends. To me, he can't read defenses. That's the issue with him. I hope he progresses, but who knows? I mean, Joe Milton's waiting for it. Joe Milton's waiting for a starting nod. He can't read a defense. He's worse than Dak Prescott reading defenses, Eddie. You agree with that? He's worse than Dak. Has a hell of an arm. He has
shown he has a much better arm than Dak. That's for sure what we've seen.
Well, let's talk about system quarterback. Jalen Hurts.
Oh,
Super Bowl MVP Jalen Hurts. You better refer to him by his God-given name.
Caleb Williams. Bo Nix. Any one of them could have won any of those games.
Any one of them could have been a Super Bowl MVP. Any one of them could have been the 2 Super Bowls in 5 years and outplay the best quarterback in football both times they saw him in the Super Bowl. Sure.
Keep it coming. Hold on, let me open that up. Outplaying another quarterback on defense.
Oh, yes. That's right. That's right. We don't look on the...
Let me open the floor.
You put Bo Nix, you put Caleb Williams, you put anybody besides Dak Prescott on the Eagles, and they still win those games.
Caleb Williams might be the dumbest quarterback in the NFL.
Okay, let's put it this way. Okay, if we took Russell Wilson on the Eagles last year with this team, how far would they have gone?
They win.
Dak Prescott.
They win.
Far? I'm not even going to say Jane Daniels. That's not even fair.
The only quarterback in the
put Jalen Hurts on your Redskin team. Put him on the Cowboys and put him on the Giants. Where does he end up, Norm?
Oh, we're traded.
Holy shit!
To be honest,
this right here, ladies and gentlemen, is the murmuring of a madman.
Oh,
Jalen Hurts, without a good running back, is a terrible quarterback. He cannot make the right decisions without having a good running back to hand that ball off to in a hurry or dump it off to in a hurry. And we've seen that when Washington played them. Barkley gets hurt.
No, Jalen Hurts got hurt when we played.
Jalen got hurt. Yeah, my bad. Hold on.
And that was the only loss they had in the last 10 games of the season.
But they were still making plays. You don't need Jalen Hurts to win games.
They literally, the only game they lost, it literally explodes the point you're trying to make.
No. You don't have Barkley, or you have Barkley. You don't have Jalen Hurts. Right?
Right.
You're still scoring.
Okay. But the one game Hurts goes down, and in the last 10 games is the one game they lost. What was the one person that wasn't there? Jalen Hurts.
Oh, my God.
I rest in peace, Your Honor.
Oh, my God.
Let me put this in your court. Let's take away Saquon Barkley last year. Let's put DeAndre Swift back in that backfield. what would have happened with the Eagles last year?
Behind those pillars of granite, I don't think he's going to come close to Eric Dickerson's record. Obviously, like Saquon did. Saquon's a different kind of talent, but he's serviceable back there behind that offensive line. Offensive line has a lot to do with Jalen's success as well.
Are we getting to?
And in all seriousness, I'm giving Norm a hard time. But one of the staples of this team for the last decade has been their O-line. And a lot of success that comes from the quarterbacks that have been on this team has come from the success of Stoutland University.
Kind of like the Cowboys offensive line was the reason why they won those 3 Super Bowls.
Well, that was a big help. You had 3 Hall of Famers, on the offensive side of the ball.
We're talking about offensive linemen and how Barkley's better behind these linemen than Swift would be. But Barkley was on the Giants with a shitty offensive line and didn't come anywhere near it.
That's my point. The offensive line had a lot to do.
What's saying Swift wouldn't do the same thing behind that line?
He had. You're talking about Swift, who was there the year before Barkley, right?
Yeah.
He did have a modicum of success behind that offensive line. I'm not doing this in jest now. To your point, not only Barkley but Jalen, a lot of their success has to do with the offensive line and all of the different looks that you get from Jeff Stoutland. I mean, let's be honest. The Eagles aren't short of talent on the offensive side of the ball. Could there be some interchangeable pieces? I won't go so far as to say it doesn't matter who you put in there, but yeah, I can see a lot of what Norm's saying.
The games are won in the trenches. We know that. That's how Super Bowls are won, in the trenches. So that's what happens. But go ahead, what's that?
Yeah, I do think that if the Cowboys had Jalen Hurts, they would have been a playoff team. 10 wins with Jalen if they had Jalen Hurts instead of injured Dak.
What are you saying? With what? With Jaden Daniels?
I said if the Cowboys had Jalen Hurts last year, they would have probably been a playoff team at 10 wins.
I disagree because the offensive line was so bad last year. I mean, he would be running for his life. But
Jalen could move around a lot better than what the Cowboys had at quarterback last year.
True. Michael says, what has Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson won? Tell me how many Super Bowls they have, even being 13-win season. You're right, 100%. I mean, Josh Allen's is a beast. I'm not going to take anything away. This could be their year to surpass the Kansas City Chiefs, the offseason season moves they did. What the hell was this?
Sorry, there's a dog in the background.
That's all good. I thought that was damn Jerry Jones barking at me or some shit. I don't know.
I do have Jalen Hurts as a top 5 NFL quarterback.
I got him top 6 right now. I mean,
look. There's a lot of people echo the sentiment that Norm just said. At the end of the day, what does the guy have to do to get just a little respect on his name? Just a little. I'm not asking you to compare the guy to some of the greats. Not saying that, but I mean, 5 years in the league, 2 Super Bowls, a Super Bowl MVP. Damn near a runner-up for MVP of the league one year. He's done it all. He's done it all in different systems. This is another different system that he's in. Like, I understand what a lot of people say, but I mean, just if you take the 1,000-foot, the Goodyear blimp view, and look at this guy's entire body of work, all he's done is win in different systems.
He's a winner. He's a freaking winner. Don't forget, he also won a national championship at Bama.
Well, that's very true. I mean, even coming from Bama, he was a starting QB, got pulled for Tua, Tagovailoa. He got hurt. Jalen comes in, wins the BCS championship there, basically riding his coattail again. He transfers because Tua takes his job as a starter, goes to Oklahoma, finishes second in the Heisman Trophy under a new system, a new OC, comes to the Eagles. If you want to blame somebody, blame freaking Howie Roseman for being a goddamn genius for going to put this together, this team. Don't be biased against Jalen Hurts because he was put in a position to excel. He's not asked to do too much, but he does exactly what's needed to get the team over the hump.
Norman, while you stepped out for a second, I asked this question, and I'll pose it to you too. where I understand a lot of what you're saying. What does this guy have to do to get a little bit of respect? I mean, all he does is win. All he's done is win from the college level to the pro level in so many different systems.
College level. Didn't he get
Yeah.
pulled for Tua?
Yeah, and then he came back in and won a national championship.
They brought him back in when they were down 14 points, came in, and they scored 21 points in like 7 minutes with Jalen Hurts.
What he would have to do to be considered, in my eyes, a good quarterback.
Right. That's all I care about is in your eyes right now.
That's fine. Go have a team that's not absolutely stacked and still put numbers up. Read defenses with a mediocre line and make the right throws. He has all the time in the world. He has a brute of a running back behind him. He's got wide receivers that can outrun pretty much everybody.
He didn't have the same brute of a running back when they went to his when he went to his first Super Bowl.
Good point.
I get it. Did they win?
It wasn't in his hands. The defense lost in the game. Yep. He left the field with the lead.
Okay,
wasn't a bad call too, Tom? A little bit of bad call there.
But I'd get called out on that if I try and bring it up.
Yeah.
And I know I will.
But honestly, if look at Joe Burrow, he's got a pretty good offense.
No line.
But it's not the Eagles' offense. Mm-hmm. He's considered a really good quarterback because of this, because he can still put numbers up. His offensive line is not the Eagles' offensive line.
There's one Howie Roseman. You can't blame Jalen Hurts for what that man does.
Yeah, you're right, 100%. Well, let me ask you this: if you start a franchise right now from day one with no team that you have, Tom, you don't have the Eagles' offensive line, you don't have the weapons, you don't have that nasty D. Norm, you don't have your team, we don't have anybody on our team. You have the number one pick, and all these quarterbacks are available. Out of every quarterback in the NFL right now, who are you taking as your franchise QB right now?
I don't like this question at all.
Since you don't like it, I'm going to start with you first. Go ahead, Tom.
I don't like this question at all. If I don't say Jalen Hurts, I literally corrupt and look like a fraud for the last 7 minutes of pounding the drum that I just did for him. But if you're giving me the opportunity to have any quarterback currently in the NFL, I'm still taking my quarterback. Go Bird!
Wow. Still taking Jalen Hurts as the
number
one quarterback. With the first pick, Tom Kelly from Cole County Entertainment takes Jalen Hurts out of Oklahoma/Alabama as the number one pick. Wow. Norm, you're on the clock.
You know who he's taking.
Well, I'm definitely not taking Jalen Hurts.
I know that.
Good. And Dak Prescott's not looking too hot either.
We know that.
I will definitely stay with this franchise's quarterback for the next 10 years. I'm taking Jaden Daniels.
Smart move.
And then when
go ahead, Tom. I'm sorry, go ahead.
And then when Jalen Hurts retires, Jaden Daniels might have a shot at a ring.
Oh, damn. Jesus.
This is a typical Eagles fan.
Guys, I'm just letting you know, this is not the NFC East War Room. This is Cowboys Weekly. So if you like what you're hearing, you better show up Tuesdays at 9 p.m. because it's going to get real. I'm just letting you guys know that now. Oh, man. Eddie, who are you taking? Because we don't have a quarterback, brother.
And any quarterback or just an NFC East quarterback?
Any quarterback out there.
The guy that has had no receivers in Kansas City, I'm taking Patrick Mahomes.
Wow. Okay, I'm not taking Patrick Mahomes because you got to give me Andy Reid in that system. Then that's the only way I'm going to take Patrick Mahomes in that system. To me, I'm going to go out of the box here because that's where we are tonight.
Oh, I like that.
I am going Joe Burrows because you give me an offensive line that I can build. I'm taking the quarterback. Next, I'm taking that left tackle. I am building that O-line, and I am going to throw to damn Wawa receivers out there because this man can get the ball downfield if this dude has time. I'm going Joe Burrows, my number one pick.
The problem with Burrow is that we never seen him play without having at least two stud receivers. He had stud receivers in college, and he had
in LSU, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's a reason why he left, Ohio State, because he got beat out of the job. He goes to LSU. He had, he had all white guys out there. I get that, but the guy has put up numbers in this league since he's been in the league, injured and leading the league in sacks taken. So I build that O line around this guy, So, oh man, guys, I enjoy talking to you guys because you know what they always say:
Same.
keep your enemies close, man. I tell you that. And when you keep your enemies close,
The
you
war
still get
room
some
is going to be
punches.
fun.
Yeah, you get
It's
some
going to be a
punches taken.
blast.
It definitely is. Definitely is. Tom, real quick before we get out of here, brother, tell me where they can find, our partners there on Cole County Entertainment. Where can they find you guys at, brother? What you guys?
We are all over the social media. We're at Cole County. Just you type in Cole County in Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook. We are pretty much on all platforms. TikTok as well. And we're at a solid 10 shows right now. We're looking to probably in the next couple of months there'll be another at 4 minimum coming out. And just again, super excited to be teaming up with Out of the Box and really kind of gearing up for what should be a fantastic football season.
Definitely. Norm, can you add a little bit to that, man? I know Tom, said a mouthful there because this opportunity and this network that we're dealing with you guys is such an incredible adventure with us. Can you elaborate a little bit more and take us to another level? Because the future is now, brother.
So what I love everything you guys do on your Cowboys shows, all that. The Ken Fry, he's a great guy. All his shows are great. We're not just sports. We do everything. We have a lot of new shows coming out. We do a Saturday morning business show. We've been spotlighting a lot of businesses around Schuylkill County right now. The tinfoil hat show coming up, the men's health show coming up, the men's mental health, I should say. But I'm really, really geared up for this NFC East War Room. This is going to be fun.
Definitely. This is definitely going to be something to look forward to. We have, participants of all of our divisions this year.
I would like to let it be known that I am mild right now. That's once we get to the NFC War Room, it will go to wild. I'm just letting everyone know now. My obnoxiousness knows no bounds.
Oh, that's the green room with you.
That's what we love about it. That's what we love. We talk our shit about each other. Good old fashioned ass kicking there, trash talking. But at the end of the show, man, it's called respect. I respect Norm. I respect Eddie. I respect Dan. I respect Tom, and all the other hosts that are hopping in. That's the one thing that you got to have. You can't be a little fair weathered friend. I'll tell you that because it's not for you. That show will not be for you. I'll tell you that.
Nope.
Real quick, Michael Parsons, good show, fellas. Appreciate you. Rob Hefner, great show. Appreciate you, Rob. Tom, real quick before we get out of here, I just want to mention some of our shows coming up here. Of course, guys, we are now partnered. Now partnered with Cole County Entertainment, Live Sports and Entertainment, 2 networks bringing you live streaming 7 days a week. The future is now. Like, share, follow, subscribe both networks. Please follow each other out there. Also, some of the shows we have coming up. The Old School is coming back. The Jeffrey Lurie years. Mark Eckel and The Godfather, Ray Dinger. August 28th, 6 p.m. Old School is making their presence back. Of course, Ken Fry, The Batcave, every Wednesday, 9 a.m. Talking about those New York Mets. Make sure you follow him. This Saturday night, if you're up late, 1 o'clock in the morning, you better tune in. My guy, Joey Woods, is back talking with me inside the Octagon right after UFC 319. Of course, Norm already said it. Tom already said it. NFC East War Room is coming back. Tuesdays, 9 p.m. Old-fashioned trash talking. Cowboys, Eagles, Giants, Redskins. Of course, Eddie's going to be with me pretty soon talking here. College Football Frenzy. I lost Bill Furman because NILs, he's not into it. So Eddie's stepping in for me this year. College Football Frenzy's Friday night, 7 p.m. And also, In and Around Johnstown, a new show coming around here just for Johnstown area every week. Tom, I learned from you. It's a great thing to promote businesses out there, just like your Small Business Saturday. We're doing it up here as well, trying to make the community a little bit better each day. Also, Out of the Box Sports Monday Night Football, Countdown, and Thursday Night Football, of course. Thursday night, weekly football talk. We talk every team in the NFL, of course, and Ken, the Silver and Black Kings Lair. And, of course, the Sully Squad every Monday night, 6 p.m. You already know it's a Philly thing. That's Tom's network there. He loves that area. And last but not least, Silver and Black every Friday, 9 a.m. for the Raiders. So, guys, man, this was the greatest opportunity to get with you guys. My brother from another mother. Man, welcome to the family, guys. And I appreciate you guys giving us the opportunity to be a part of Cole County Entertainment, man.
Dude, this was fun. I had a blast here. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for having us on for sure, fellas.
All right. So you guys get ready to get out of here or not?
Yep. I think I will leave you guys with the immortal words of everyone that I've ever grown up with. Go Birds!
Oh shit! Oh
Fuck.
shit! I love how Norm just says "fuck birds and engines."
Later, boys.
All
See
right,
you
Tom. We
guys.
appreciate you, brother.
No problem.
Man, I
Thank you
appreciate
very
it.
much
Love
for
you,
having
brother,
me.
Tom. Appreciate
Love
you,
you
brother.
too, buddy.
Welcome
All
to
right.
the family. Tom.
Thank you, buddy. Thank you
Definitely.
very much.
Definitely.
See you guys. Go Birds!
All right. Tom. Man, Eddie, that's a great show there. You know, having brothers from another mother, other NFC East. You know, just giving us a preview of what NFC East War Room is going to look like. Real quick, let's talk about 10 minutes here, Eddie, if you got time here. How do you see this team, Eddie? Because I got a lot of concerns, man. I got a lot of concerns with this team right now, Eddie.
Like I said, to me, Micah is the Cowboys' most valuable player. It's not even close. If they don't have him, it's I don't trust Diggs to stay healthy, and the only other player I trust on that defense is Bland.
Well, I mean, let's talk about the defense real quick. Okay. If Parsons plays, I mean, how do you feel about this projected? We have Marshawn Nealon coming off the ACL injury last year. He's projected at the end. Mozzie Smith, who hasn't panned out yet, Eddie. Odigizua, he's good. He can be that anchor in the middle on right defensive tackle. And then you got Parsons on the edge. How do you feel about that front four? I'm not sold on Nealon and Mozzie Smith.
Yeah, but how good is the other kid without Parsons there?
Well, then you're going to have to move up. Then you're moving Fowler at defensive end. Dante Fowler's going to move up to defensive end. Another older guy.
And I think Fowler would be better off as a linebacker.
Well, I'll tell you what, Eddie. There's one guy that I really like that, you know, I've been watching this guy on film and camp. Perion Winfrey. This guy has a huge motor at defensive tackle. He's fast. And even Solomon Thomas, too. I mean, he looks like Aaron Donald right now, Eddie. That's a body in the middle, too.
But this is training camp we're talking about. Solomon Thomas has been a complete bust.
He has. But I mean, listen, you're going to go battle Mozzie Smith. You know, I mean that door is, you know, A1, A1B right now, Eddie. Any of those guys can take that opportunity from Mozzie Smith in his third year coming up.
Yeah, 160-pound Eddie could beat out Maisie Smith.
I don't know about that. Yeah, listen, he's a big dude, man. I'll be like a revolving door and just move out of my way because that's a big dude, number one. But how do you feel? How do you feel about Obershon? Do you think he's going to be ready? He's looking good right now.
I'm just not sure about him just because of him coming off such a major injury.
And you know his speed is the game. His speed is game. Yeah.
Yeah, and plus, if he doesn't have Micah there, I think that's going to hurt him too. I think teams will concentrate more on him.
I agree. Because if Parsons there, he could, you know, a lot of stunts and twists off that A gap and, you know, outside gap there. I think it'd be benefit him. But, you know, Michael brings up a good point. You know, I've been watching a little bit here. Where the hell is Donovan Zareku? Where the hell is he at? He was projected automatic starter. I mean, he's had glimpses in camp. But Eddie, there's something different where he's getting his bull rush isn't there. His swim move's not there.
Yeah, but Eddie, he's a smaller defensive end, so of course he's not going to have a bull rush.
Well, I mean, the thing is, if you don't have Parsons out there, Parsons is going to get the double team. Donovan's not going to demand a double team out there. So basically, he is a unknown guy for us right now, Eddie. Honestly,
he's a speed guy, not a power guy. So.
But you're not going to play a wide 9. You have to play that 4-3. You got to be in the middle a little bit. You can't play wide against this offensive line the Eagles have. You can't play that wide. But how do you feel about the one guy that I'm really concerned about, Eddie? God, even though he played at Notre Dame as Maurice Luafau, starting outside wide linebacker. I'm scared for this one, Eddie. I'm really scared.
He shouldn't be on an NFL roster. No disrespect to Notre Dame, but I would rather bring Manti Te'o out of retirement than have this kid.
Yeah, I can't deal with, you know, Maurice Luafau. Now, right now, if Overshawn's not projected to start, Jack Sanborn's going to be playing a middle linebacker. How do you feel about that?
I just think he's too slow. He's not very good. I just don't trust those Wisconsin linebackers.
So, do you think he's more of a run stopper, just more of like a Van Der Esch, just fill the hole, go get the hole and fill the hole, that kind of guy?
I don't think he's even that It doesn't even have close to that potential. At least the only thing that
Agree.
stopped Bender is that he got injured, his
Agree.
neck.
Agree. Now I tell you what, Dan. Dan and I were talking a couple of days ago about this, and I'll tell you what. I put my 3 linebackers. I really like. Hmm. No, I like Damon Clark at linebacker. I like him. He's a hybrid linebacker playing outside. I would put Overshawn in the middle and put Kenneth Murray on the outside. That's my 3 linebackers right there. That's speed, coverage, and ability to read. Eddie, how do you feel about that?
And that could be a good linebacker, but Murray needs to stay healthy, which he's had some injury issues in the NFL so far.
Yeah, yeah.
And Overshawn is coming off a major potential there. There's potential there in that linebacker core.
Agree, agree. And how do you feel about Murray being the signal caller now? He's the green dot this year. How do you feel about it? Never done it in his life. He's calling the plays now.
That's another. Yeah, that's another concern.
Yeah, I mean, I know when he was in San Diego, they tried doing it one year and they took the green dot off of him, which tells you something too. That he's not the audibles doesn't click in fast enough.
Yeah, to me, you have to have a fast brain to be able to be the. Murray's been was a great athlete at Oklahoma.
Sure,
but we I thought for sure he had been the guy. He was the best player on that defense for Oklahoma.
Oh, he was. So Oklahoma, he was nasty. I mean, he was a hybrid guy. number 9 out there. He was amazing. But let me ask you this real quick. Let's move on to cornerbacks. Okay, Diggs coming off the injury, who just got fined $500,000. He's coming off that ACL injury where he can't even move. He's not practicing. And then we have Bland on the other side. Bland, I'm not worried about. How are you worried about Diggs at all? I am.
100% concerned about Diggs. Not just because of the injuries, his attitude. I just don't think he. I think he's a diva.
Yeah, I agree with that one too. I mean, I don't like his play. I mean, he does. He's a ball hawk. He's a good corner, but Eddie, he has to have a safety on the top. And when our safety is Donovan Wilson and Malik Hooker, he's going to bite on balls a lot. And when you go 3 wide, you're going to be on an island 80% of the time, and that's a bad thing for him.
With Diggs, he's a hit or miss. He either is going to make an interception or he's going to get toasted.
Agree, 100%. How do you feel about Elam coming over? I mean, he looks good. He looks good right now. Preseason, though, Eddie.
I like him as our number 3 cornerback. I think in Buffalo, there was a lot of pressure for him to be the number 1 cornerback because of where he got drafted.
Mm-hmm.
But he doesn't have that pressure as much.
Yeah. I mean, he's going to fight. I mean, I'll tell you what, Eddie, that guy that we drafted, Rebel, I tell you what, coming off his injury, man, this kid looks good, Eddie. He looks good in preseason. In camp, he looks pretty good. Do you think he can beat out Elam for that nickel slot?
No, I would have Elam there.
Experience?
Yeah.
Okay, I agree. Okay. Because I'll tell you what, if we get down to our 4th, 5th guy, we got Kalon Carson and Andrew freaking Booth. I'll tell you that we're screwed there.
But Carson's out for the year.
Yeah, he's out. So, it's just Andrew Booth right now. That's it.
Oh, no. Talk about another guy that's been a complete bust in the NFL.
Yeah, exactly. Well, real quick, I just want to move on to the offense real quick. Okay, of course, we know Dak's going to be starting. How do you see the running back room? Javonte Williams, Miles Sanders, Jaden Blue, and Dave, in the group chat, we were asking, he said Malik Davis got signed. There's only one reason they signed Malik Davis. They don't want to use our 3 running backs in preseason. He was just to play the preseason. That's it. He knows the system. He's not going to make this team. Or does he beat out Deuce Vaughn? What do you think?
I think he's probably going to beat out Deuce because to me the only useful spot for a guy as small as Deuce Vaughn is as a returner, but the Cowboys have their return guy in Turpin.
Yes, agree. I mean, if you keep Deuce Vaughn, you're taking away from a slot that you need, an extra offensive lineman, an extra D tackle, another guy that's a depth move. I can't see Vaughn making this team. I really can't. Practice squad, maybe just like you said, Eddie. He clears waivers. He goes to another team as a kick returner. He is not what it takes in the NFL. He's not that type. He's not a Danny Woodhead small guy. He just can't accept. He can't do it. So, who's the starter? Is it going to be a combo committee? Williams, Sanders, Blue?
I think Devontae and Sanders are going
Get
to
a ball.
split most of the carries together.
Okay.
Blue needs to show that he's not going to be lazy.
Agree. Cole County checking in. Great show, guys. Thanks for having us on. And yeah, the birds. And that's Norm. That's Norm right there.
Yeah.
The bird. That's Norm right there. Tom
I-
would say, "Go birds."
I agree, Norm.
But guys, yeah, please, make sure you reach out to them too. Follow them as well. Follow both networks, man, because it's a great opportunity to work, side by side with someone that I consider my mentor in Tom Kelly. And Norm, he's great as well. Tom took me under his wing and showed me everything, how to do it. I'm still trying to fill those shoes with Tom. So, I appreciate the love that they've given me to joining them joining us. So please make sure you reach out to them, and follow them as well. Cole County Entertainment. Michael says real quick, do you think Parsons misses some games when the season starts? Just maybe it'd be a good thing and let others step in. The thing is, okay, if he does miss games, I get scared because you look at our backups. The one name that I didn't mention, Eddie, Sam Williams. Where the hell is he? I don't know.
Is he going to be able to stay healthy if he does
That's
get
the thing. I mean, you get opportunities for next man up. We always see that in the NFL. You get hurt, next man up in a position. But Dallas, there's no depth behind any starter. There's no depth at all. That's the problem. There's no depth, Eddie. So I get scared with that one. I like Parsons has to start. Parsons has to start for us to give us a chance this year. Very simple. Very simple.
He's the MVP. He's the MVP.
Yeah, he is. Of course, him and Brandon Aubrey are MVPs. That's it.
Yeah.
We have two: a kicker and a defensive end. That's it. Eddie, let's real quick. Let's run through this. Wide receivers: Lamb, Pickens. Who's your three? Tolbert, Mingo, or Turpin?
I would have Turpin as my number 3.
Yes, I agree.
Eddie, because he gets that special. He has that slot ability.
Eddie, I would play him in a slot. I would go 3 wide, 13 personnel, 1 back, 3 wide receivers. Turpin starts in the slot. But Eddie, imagine this, what they've been doing in camp. They don't do it in preseason. They don't even show it. Imagine CD is his natural position in the slot, okay? Turpin on the outside and put Pickens on the outside and CD in the slot on a nickel back. And then you can put Turpin in the middle, and then you can put Pickens in the middle, or you can go 3 wide. That to me is something special. I like Turpin in the middle as slot or as a 3rd wide receiver. How do you feel about Tolbert and Mingo? I don't like Mingo. I'll tell you that.
I would. Let's just say Mingo would not be on my roster before the season starts.
Well, you got to keep him as insurance though, right? Just in case, right?
I would rather go with some of the other receivers that are a little lower in the depth. Are
you going to take Ryan Flournoy over Mingo?
Yes.
Okay. There's one name I want to mention to you, okay? You don't like this guy. I like this guy because you can't tackle what you can't catch, right, Eddie? We always say that, right? Trayshawn Holden. You don't like him, Eddie. I love this
guy.
But
he ran his 40 in the combine was a 4.6.
But Eddie, in a slot, on field, he's faster, Eddie. He's faster on field, game situation, Eddie. He's faster.
Are you mistaking him for the other Oregon receiver, the one that you wanted?
You're talking Tez Johnson.
Yeah.
But this guy is fast, though. Trayshawn Holden is fast, Eddie. He's fast.
The one good thing about Holden is that he has the size to be an end zone target.
Well, that's what I mean. You know what? There's packages out there, Eddie, because if Joe Milton get out there and give him 4 seconds where he can scramble and light up the ball, no DB is going to stay with him on a 4th and 1, 3rd and 1. Take your home run shot, go deep with Turpin and Holden in the game because we know Joe Milton is not overthrowing anybody. You know what I mean? He's not going to underthrow you. He's going to overthrow you. Number 1. Let's put it that way. Michael's got Lamb, Pickens, and Turpin. I like that too because they're interchangeable. Pickens can play the slot. Lamb is natural positions in the slot at Oklahoma. Turpin is a natural slot guy, but he's a mismatch on the outside. I love those 3 right there. So, Eddie, is there one guy that you're cutting at wide receiver? I think we keep 6. Lamb, Pickens, Tolbert, Turpin. Who's your other guy? If I have to give you Mingo, Trayshawn Holden, or Flournoy, who are you keeping?
Probably Holden out of that just because of his the size that he can be a good end zone target.
But if you do that, okay, Lamb and Pickens are possession receivers. Turpin is only a slot speed guy. Mingo and of course you're keeping Tolbert, not a big guy, but Mingo gives you that outside presence body
But
possession
but
receiver, right?
But Mingo's dumb. He doesn't know how to run routes. He's
That's very
dumb.
true. That's very true. 3 catches in Carolina and 2 catches last year for us in 6 games. Yeah, you're right. You're right
Yeah,
about that. You're right about
yeah.
that. Ferguson,
I
Ferguson, Shoemaker, and Ford. We keep all 3 tight ends. Definitely correct.
yeah.
Okay, let's talk about the bugaboo here, Eddie. Let's talk about before we get out of here. The offensive line here. Projected. Tyler Guyton left. Tyler Smith left guard. BB at center. Tyler Booker at right guard. Terrence Steele at right tackle. How do you feel about those? Where's the weakest link right there? Of course, I know where you're going. I know where you're going. I know where you're going.
You know that I would have Hoffman playing at guard position or at center. Hoffman is definitely one of our top 5 offensive linemen. It's stupid to have him on the bench.
I mean, he's back up to center and guard, though. I mean, what do you? Oh, here. Okay, how about this? How about this? Okay, what do we hear on our injuries right now? Booker's fine. Tyler Guyton's a little banged up, but how do we feel about Guyton coming back? Is he coming back healthy?
I haven't heard anything.
I hear he's going to be. I think he's going to be ready for week 1, but you're going to keep. Guyton's going to play left tackle for you, correct?
I would have Guyton at right tackle. I would have our best offensive lineman, Tyler Smith, at left tackle.
You know, I like that because I would move Tyler Booker over to his natural left spot. You know what I mean? And let him play left guard instead of right, being in their natural positions. And you're right, move Tyler Guyton over to right tackle, his natural spot. Tyler Smith, can kick out to left. I like that.
And if you have Steele on the bench, and then if there's an injury, then have to start the season off with Steele on the bench. Then you can always move things around if there's injuries.
So you want to put Hoffman at center and move BB back to right guard, natural spot.
It could be either way because I think Hoffman can play both of those positions too.
Okay. Well, how do you feel about La'el Collins? I mean, you know, a cheap signing, a journeyman, a veteran, knows the system, but he's AARP as well.
Yeah.
You know?
And he was absolutely useless in Cincinnati.
Yeah, revolving door big time. Joe Burrows is glad to get rid of his ass. I'll tell you that. You know,
I don't care if he's a veteran.
Yep. I tell you what, Eddie, the one thing that I'm really scared about is depth on this O-line right here. I mean, Asim Richards, Nate Thomas, and Siddiqui Charles are our top 3 interchangeable defensive linemen. That's
okay,
scary.
it was
And
Nate
La'el
Thomas
Collins.
I read that was being a mentor to Booker. That's who I read.
Nate
who
Thomas,
the heck?
okay.
Who the heck is Nate Thomas to mentor anybody?
He's a big guy, but still, you know, your resume doesn't really pan out to be a tutor to someone else. You know what I mean? A guy coming from Alabama, he's not really, you know, the tutorship guy. You know what I mean? That's just not me.
I think Steele should be the tutor. At one time, Steele was a decent offensive lineman, but the older he gets, the lesser he's become.
We couldn't cut him. We already said that in the beginning of the season when we said that, like, hey, if you're going to get rid of him, go ahead and bite the $8 million in the offseason, get rid of him, let him have the money. But now you owe him that $17 million price tag, which you have to play him. You know, you're not going to put that $17 million guy on the bench. So we're stuck with Terrence Steele. Very simple.
Yeah. Next year's draft, Dallas needs to draft a right tackle.
Or
left
tackle. The wall could be built. The wall could be built right there. You know, right tackle right there. I agree 100%. Michael says, I think Turpin can be used like Tyreek Hill. I do too. I mean, to me, he has the speed. He has the route running. I kind of like it if he's used in the right position. But then again, it has to come down to the point where can Dak get 2 to 3 seconds to let a play fill? Take your wide receivers downfield and let Turpin demand a slot area against a nickelback because a linebacker's not staying on him, Eddie.
The bigger question is, can Dak not just look at one receiver per play?
God, the tunnel vision, Eddie, the tunnel vision. Yes, 100%, 100% agreed, 100%. You know, I always say, how many times does he look CD Lamb's way? Guaranteed he looks that way. You know, even in double teams, and how many times did we see that last year? CD's double teamed, the ball still goes to him. Still, it's tunnel vision, 100%. Michael says, do you see Turpin being used in the backfield? Yeah, I mean, they've used him in the backfield in camp right now where they've actually had him in motion, taking jet sweeps, coming in the backfield, lining next to either a Miles Sanders or Javonte Williams as the old, not a wishbone, Eddie, but more of a right side pistol, a dual pistol side. They've been doing that where he comes on a slot, comes out, either the fake or goes up for a wheel route. I can see that happening because I tell you what, Schottenheimer, man, he's really showing me something, Eddie. He really wants to build the identity of this team. He's not, I hate saying it, but he's not taking any bitches this year for players. He's making you play hungry and strong. And the biggest thing is with authority, and he's not making you make mental mistakes. He's challenging you. You make a mental mistake, you're running laps. It's very simple with him.
If the Cowboys do not have a good season, it won't be because of Schottenheimer. It's going to be because of
not at all.
It's going to be because of not having. If Micah Parsons is out, it would be because of Jerry Jones being a dum dum.
Agree. Now this week, who do we have? Baltimore this week, right? Yeah, we have Baltimore this week. The Ravens, I think. Well, at least we see Cooper Rush this week, don't we? As a backup, huh?
Yeah, boy, Baltimore's going. If Lamar goes down, they're going to have the complete opposite of Lamar.
Oh, that's Eddie. I always said, man, coaching for years, I want my quarterback to be a mirror image. Might not be the exact model, but I at least want somebody to mirror my starting quarterback. And you got Lamar Jackson, the fastest thing, a Lamborghini, and you just got Cooper Rush, who's driving a Ford Fiesta. It's night and day.
I think Cooper Rush to me is a lot closer to being Dak Prescott than being Lamar Jackson.
What's that? I didn't hear you. What's that? I'm sorry.
I said Cooper Rush is a lot closer to being Dak Prescott than he is to Lamar.
Well, you know what the funny thing is? Okay, here's the thing, Eddie. If I could put Dak Prescott's arm strength with Cooper Rush's vision, we might have a mediocre quarterback. You know what I mean?
No. Cooper Rush's strength is definitely being able to read the coverages a lot. Mm-hmm. He's a smart quarterback if you put his brain into Dak's head.
Yeah, I mean,
I think you have a top 10 quarterback.
I agree. I mean, he had the numbers, and you look at CD's numbers when Rush came in. He still threw the ball downfield, but CD's Lamb's catches went down, but the other wide receivers' catches went up for yards because he doesn't have tunnel vision. He looks and reads progression. You're not open. Check 2, check 3. Okay, you know what? Hey, there's my safety net, the running back coming out of the backfield. I have him. Dak doesn't do that. CD triple team. I'm still going number one option. 100%. Last comment before we get out of here, Eddie. I know this isn't a Cowboy question, but I heard Tyreek Hill might be available. Where do you see him possibly going? Well, first, let's talk about who has money. Who has money to sign Tyreek Hill? That's the thing. That is the thing. He ever since he left Kansas City, he wants to go to a contender. Money and contender. What team is out there, Eddie? What team?
Kansas City doesn't have the money.
Kansas City will not take him back. They burnt that bridge. They do not want him back.
I think the team that has a chance to be a contender, at least fighting for the AFC East, the New England Patriots.
You know what? Seeing him under Josh McDaniels' offense, that would be something scary because you go back to the days of Edelman. You go back to the days of Wes Walker. They could use him because I think Drake May is going to have a good year this year. Josh McDaniels is not a head coach, but he's one hell of an OC, Eddie, and he could really use Tyreek Hill in some serious ways. Sort of like a, sort of like a Deebo Samuel's in the backfield, honestly.
I see the Patriots being that one team that makes easily the biggest jump from what they were last year.
Well, that's not a really big jump. I mean, what?
No, I can see New England winning 9 games, maybe even 10.
I think so because Miami doesn't scare me, and the Jets really don't scare me either. I mean, cream of the crop is Buffalo of what they've done each year. Plus, they got a lot better team this year, especially on defense too.
And the Patriots probably got the best coaching hire this offseason, Mike freaking Vrabel.
I love him. He's back. He's fighting people in the damn huddles. You see him came out with a busted nose. Yeah. I love that because when you see a coach get down and dirty, man, in the trenches, I'm playing for that coach. Very simple. I love seeing it. And that's why I like Schottenheimer too. He's down with the players. He's in there. He's creating mojo. I kind of like that as well. Michael says, I am calling this the Chiefs back in the Super Bowl because I don't think Lamar and Josh can beat the Chiefs in the playoffs or a big playoff game, but I do think Joe Burrows and the Bengals defense could beat the Chiefs. Eddie, real quick, Michael has the Chiefs going back to the Super Bowl. Who do you see real quick? I know it's early, but
I,
who's the
I,
AFC
I,
representative?
don't- I think the Chiefs are in. I think they're going to be in a little trouble just because
Mm,
they lost their best offensive lineman, Joe Tooney, to
yeah,
the Bears,
yeah,
and they signed a career backup to replace him.
agree.
I
Who do you
think
got coming out of the AFC then? Who do you got coming out?
I see this is the year the Buffalo Bills finally.
I agree.
I think they have been so close.
I agree.
It's not like the Chiefs has dominated them in the playoffs. They've been all real good tight games,
Mhm,
and I think
mhm.
the Bills' defense has improved big time from last year.
I agree. I got the Buffalo Bills coming out this year. I think they're only one or two plays away every year from beating the Chiefs, beating the Ravens. Josh Allen is just he's a beast, man. He can throw the ball. He has an accurate arm. He's strong. He's a runner. He is a more physical Lamar Jackson with a hell of a better arm. I like Buffalo. I really do. I like Shakir. I like, Keon Coleman. Listen, James Cook just got signed, to his contract today. You have Ray Rice as a backup, and then you got a guy named Frank Gore Jr. as a third back that is still a nasty running back. I love this team because Josh Allen never had the best offensive line. They went out and got an offensive line this year at left tackle to prove that point. I think the Buffalo Bills make it to the Super Bowl this year. I don't even want to talk about the NFC because I think I know who's going to go there this year. But at least the AFC, I think is going to be the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah,
Yes.
I think we both would pick the same NFC team.
Right now, yeah, right now. I mean, it's just they didn't have to fill much. They lost a lot, but they filled possessions. When you get a number 5 player in the draft at 20 something, and you get G.I. Campbell to fill that role, and he's not even projected starting right now. So that tells you how big their depth is, Eddie. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
I got a message from Michael. Hey, Michael, I hope the Eagles bring back Rich Kotite to the coaching staff.
uh, he says the Bengals are the only team to beat the Chiefs in the AFC Championship. Yes, I understand it. I understand it, but the defense is not what the Bengals have. The offensive line is still not 100% there. So Joe Burrow needs the time to perform, and they don't have it right now. So, and not picking the Bengals as more defense. Okay, I agree. I don't like the Bengals defense. I like their offense, but you got to give Burrow's time. And I just don't see the Bengals scoring 40 points. Eddie, they scored 40 points twice last year and lost. You know what I mean? That
Yep.
tells you something about them. And they're not poised for the playoffs. You get the playoff game, you need to
Oh,
be in the 20s to win a game
yeah.
and hold them in 20s. Giving up 40 is not going to happen. You know?
Burrow Burrow usually plays pretty well in the playoffs too.
Yeah.
It's just not hit. It's not the offensive fault.
Oh no, no, not at all, not at all, not at all. Well, Eddie, I know next week we'll be back. We'll recap the game with the Baltimore Ravens. Next week I think we're going to go down to 68 players or 69 players next week. Dropping players. So we'll talk about the players release. Who's next going to make the 53-man roster? That's what we'll get into prior to the last game of this preseason there. But let's see. Last comment here. Michael Patrick says Patrick Mahomes won 2 Super Bowls. You're right, but you got to look at that system. You got to look at that system Andy Reid puts out there, and that's the reason why I say Tyreek Hill. They won with him. They won without him. He picks players that build the mentality of the team. They pick out players that fit the scheme. You cannot be an I player and play for the Kansas City Chiefs. You cannot do it. You cannot. So I think Kansas City is going to be one of the top 2 teams out there. I still think it could be. My top 3, Eddie, are going to be Buffalo. I hate saying this. I got Buffalo, Ravens, and Chiefs being number 3 next year. I don't believe in Lamar, but God, that defense.
I can see Denver passing by Kansas City.
Who, Denver?
Yeah.
I think Denver needs a couple more pieces, Eddie. I think they're poised. Peyton's put in that position out there. They got their quarterback in Bo Nix. They got it. They just signed Cortland Sutton as well. Extension, right?
Denver's defense is scary good.
Oh, yeah, no fly zone's coming back. You know what I mean? I actually think it's going to be Bills, Chiefs. Well, okay, I can see that. I can actually see that. I think they've learned it. I don't think they fall this year. I think this is their year. 3rd year in the AFC. So. In the top 3, so I think they do it. Eddie, let's see. Michael says, "Good show, Eddie, and go Eagles."
I got 2 words for the Eagles. I bet you know what those 2 words are.
Give it to him, Eddie. What is it?
Suck it.
Well, Eddie, look, we'll be back next week. But man, are you almost ready for the show coming up, Eddie? Here it is, right here. College Football Frenzy, talking college football top 25 each week. Friday, 7 p.m. We'll be on August 29th is our debut there. I can't wait, Eddie. That's going to be pretty much the week right before Notre Dame plays Miami. Texas plays Ohio State. Eddie, are you ready for that? Holy crap.
Beat those convicts in Miami.
I can't wait, man. I can't wait. Can't wait. You know, Notre Dame's ranked 5th in the nation. I think they're a little bit high for their ranking right now. You know, but we'll see, man. We'll see. Just beat those Canes asses. Beat those convicts, put it that way. But
I hope Miami keeps Mario Cristobal for life.
Yeah, I want to see how Carson Beck plays. I don't know. I mean, I don't know how Carson Beck's going to play.
He was definitely one of the biggest disappointments in college football last year from what he did the year before.
Oh, yeah, big time, big time. So we'll see how they are, you know. But, Eddie, man, it's been great doing the show tonight. We'll be back next week, of course. Cowboys Weekly every Wednesday night. And, Eddie, Michael says he loves you too, brother. All right, Eddie, you ready to get out of here, man?
Yep.
Eddie says it's all good. He says it's all good, brothers. Appreciate you, Michael, checking in. That's why we love everybody on the show, because you have thick skin. We can take you, and we love all teams because it's the NFL, man. It's not just one team, and we like to hear everybody else's. So, guys, make sure out there, you know, you subscribe. Anything you like out there, let us know. If you want to start your own show, reach out to me. My name is Paul. You can email me, paulspencer215@icloud.com for more information. If you want to start your own show, want to be a guest, reach out to me. And, of course, this is right here, the Cowboys Weekly. Paul, Dave, Eddie, special Tom guest, and Norm as well tonight. So make sure, last but not least, make sure you follow us at the bottom of the screen there. Cole County Entertainment, Out of the Box Sports, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram. We're pretty much everywhere out there. So, guys, last but not least, make sure you follow us on all social medias out there, please. And, guys, we're about to get out of here. It is 9:30. Well, 11 o'clock now. Eddie, it's a little bit less than your time out there on the West Coast. But any departing words tonight, Eddie?
Yeah. Screw the Eagles, screw the Redskins, and screw the Giants.
I like that. I like those final words, Eddie. So my name is Paul Spencer. That is Professor Eddie Prather, my new host of College Football Frenzy. This is Cowboys Weekly on Out of the Box Sports Entertainment, partnered with Cole County Entertainment. We'll see you next week, 9:30 primetime, Cowboys Weekly. Until then, we'll see you then. And everybody, have a great night.
Getting strong, let's break the mold. Chasing the stories yet untold. Passion ignites like a blazing fire. Knowledge takes us higher, higher. Out of the box where the wild ones play. We see the game in a whole new way. Living loud, hearts in motion. Sports with soul, pure devotion. The field's alive with endless dreams. We're more than stats, we're the in-between. A slam dunk thought, a touchdown mind. Out of the box every time. No limits, no change, no walls to climb.